Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Justin, that's Jenna, and we are talking to Public Execution. State your names and what you do in the band, guys.
Okay. I'm Jordan, and I'm the singer.
I'm Davin with the bass.
I'm Justin with guitar.
Christian, drums.
Awesome. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Right.
Okay.
Cool. Nice Full of Hell shirt.
Oh yeah, love Full of Hell.
Yeah, they're good. I haven't seen them, but they're good.
Yeah.
I just got done checking out you guys' song, and I was definitely blown away. I am a huge freaking 80s metal fan, and I was just saying to Dixon, it definitely had that old school, like, Judas Priest feel, and that's definitely one of the things that I appreciate the most. Like, I love that old school, and the vocalist, oh my gosh, you, sir, your voice was, that song to me showcased what you can do. I mean, you went from like low to high to almost like opera. Like, that song was incredible. All of you guys, great job. I absolutely enjoyed listening to it. Do you guys have anything new coming out this year?
Should have an album. It was an EP, but we're realizing it's an album. Hopefully later this summer, recording with Axel Cummings of AO5.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
So how long have you guys been in the local music scene?
About coming up, I think, on 3 years, 2.5, about that.
Oh, not that long.
Yeah. Jordan's our newest member.
I've been here for about a year now, I think, as of this point, because I joined last April, I think, actually.
Yeah.
So, do you have any previous band experience, like the vocalist?
Me? No.
No?
No, none of this is all of our first band, so.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
You guys
Wow.
You guys have come a long way in just the short amount of time you've been doing it.
Yeah.
What do you think you guys' biggest goal is? Like, what do you see your goal in, like, the next couple of years? What do you want to do when it comes to your music?
I don't know about your guys' goal, but my goal is just to be the heaviest shit as possible. Yeah.
Right on. All right. So if you could pick a band to play with, let's talk about mainstream for a moment. If you could pick one mainstream band to tour with, who would you guys pick?
We all have to agree on this?
No.
Oh, we don't all have.
We can pick
No.
whatever we want.
Okay, all right.
Yes, you do, because that is specific. No, go ahead and pick one band each. I don't care who it is.
Well, I'm a huge death metal fan. For me, I'd probably have to go with either Sanguisuga Bog, 200 Stab Wounds, or like anything just Maggot Stomp. I'm a huge death metal hardcore fan. What do you guys think?
Well, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because I have such a wide variety. It's hard to pick one.
Probably like Trivium, Pantera, some of my favorite bands like that. I can't think of anything else. My one blank.
Yeah, I'd just say Judas Priest.
Yep.
You picked it earlier. Judas Priest is one of my favorite bands, so.
Heck yeah, they still definitely go strong. I saw them not that many years ago in Johnstown, and he's definitely getting up there in age, but man, he could still freaking sing. I'll tell you what.
So, like, what has been your guys' favorite show to? I don't know how many shows you've played, but like, how many? Like, what's been the best show you've played so far?
Personally, for me, I think it was last year's Upstage. Opening the entire thing was pretty good of a slot.
Yeah.
Coming back, so definitely a big upgrade. We're playing day 3, opening that.
Day 3 is stacked.
Yeah, Ringworm, Rig Time.
Have you ever seen Rig Time?
No, I've been told they're pretty decent. Like, they're really good for just being a 2-piece, but yeah.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. But yeah, like, back to that question, what is it like? All the 3 of you right there, like, what's been the best show you guys played so far? What's been your favorite?
Probably the Upstage.
Yeah, just what you said, yeah.
We all agree on that one.
Cool. So, like, out of the local scene, like, who are your favorite bands to play with?
Salt on Fifth.
The Wasted.
That is a huge Wasted fan.
Oh, I love them, guys. I love those guys so much.
Ed Bringer, Brace for Impact, Samara. Samara is definitely one of my favorites. Big Samara fan.
Nice. Yeah, Samara's pretty good. The Wasted, we're all really good friends. I was in a band with Donnie once. We were in a death metal band. I didn't last long, but I tried.
So what, I guess I want to know, like, individually, like, what got you guys into music? Like, what inspired you to be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to pursue that. Like that's like, how did you find your calling? I guess is what I want to know. Like, how did you find it?
Definitely watching Psychosocial, the music video from Slipknot. That was the one that wanted me to get into music. Anything after that was just going to local shows and just watching everyone have fun. My dad's a musician, his friends are musicians, so it was kind of just being in that crowd that got me into music, and just honestly looking through whatever I can find just gets me inspired.
It was I hung out with a couple of my friends, and I was mostly into like more punk, like more modern stuff, and then they started playing Slipknot, and I was like, oh yeah, this is some good stuff. And then I was like, I need to learn this stuff on guitar. So I actually started on guitar, and then I practiced on guitar. I was doing pretty well, and then they asked me to join because they needed a bassist. So they asked me to join. I was like, yeah, why not? So now I kind of played both. That's about me. Come on, Dustin.
So it all started when I first heard metal, which was Disturbed. And after getting into the metal rabbit hole a little bit, I was like, okay, I want to play these songs on guitar. So I played guitar for a few months, and then he asked me if I wanted to play in his band that he started. So I was like, sure. And it's all history from there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, if you can remember, what was the very first song that you tried to learn how to play on guitar?
Probably Metallica's Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Classic, yeah.
That was probably my first, and then oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. The oh my gosh, Black Sabbath. Help me out, guys.
Iron Man Paranoid.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Mine was an interesting one. It was What's My Age Again from Blink-182. And then I was like, all right, I got it down, and then I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go play a bunch of Metallica. So I learned a bunch of Metallica riffs.
I remember when Fat Lip came out. I think that's by what, Sum 41. Like,
yeah.
Everybody I knew that had a guitar was trying to learn that song, and I'm like, who's gonna learn it first? It wasn't me.
I learned Smoke on the Water, the first 3 riffs, but that's basically it.
Dude, you can play a lot with 3 riffs, though. Like, you'd be surprised. It'll blow your mind.
I'm not a guitarist. I'm not a guitarist, and I'm not a vocalist anymore. So.
So, other than this band, like, how did you guys know each other? Did you guys go to school together, or how did you guys
We
meet?
all went to the same school.
Oh, that's awesome.
These three are all in the same grade. See, I was a grade ahead of them, so I didn't know them at all until basically they came to me and said, hey, we're looking for a singer for the band, and we know you're a singer. You want to join? And I said, sure. Like, I'd never met them before then, really.
Yeah, our introduction to Jordan was definitely a different one. Hearing him cover Judas Priest on talent shows,
yeah.
Hearing those highs, and we were like, damn, dude, you need to join this band right now.
me and Chris have known each other probably since we were first started school. We've known each other our entire lives.
Oh, yeah.
Old Justin here, he came from West Branch, and ever since he came, whenever he was a new kid, I was like, hey, what's up, dude? And me and him have been really good buddies ever since.
That's awesome. And I definitely see you guys going places in the future with your music, especially, being so young and being this good so early in the game. I mean, you guys have so much potential. I am so excited to see, where your journey is going to take you. I definitely want to see you guys grow for sure.
You said you have an album coming out?
Yeah. The Distance Between Perception and Reality should be out hopefully in summer.
How many songs is that going to feature?
7.
7. Is there any one that you're particularly looking forward to playing live, or have you already played them all live?
Visceral, definitely.
Visceral,
yeah.
Visceral or Enemy for me, yeah.
What's that?
Visceral or Enemy is definitely one of my favorites, as well as Davin's. Enemy is more of our just brute force energy song, just to keep people going. Visceral's more groovy and just overall just there. All the songs seem to have a different vibe to them. That's what I like about this band, is that we all can take in different inspirations. Having the punk player, the hair metal vocalist, glam metal, whatever you want to call it, thrashy guitarist, and death metal drummer, whatever you want to call it.
The drummist.
Drummist.
So Jordan, you kind of like remind me of have you ever heard of 3 Inches of Blood? No. Cam Pipes, he is the singer. He has a high-pitched voice, and you kind of sound like that. Check out the song called Deadly Sinner. It's definitely pretty cool.
Whenever you guys write your songs, like what does that process look like? Do you guys kind of all chip in whenever it comes to writing songs, and like what does that look like? How do you guys put a song together?
I'd say we all chip in.
Mostly it's him coming up with a riff idea, me coming up with a drum beat, and whatever Jordan
I
wants to
write
scream
the
over.
lyrics usually.
And then I just throw some bass over it, and
Yeah, we call it a song.
we work it out and call it a song.
That's awesome. What do you think is the longest amount of time that you guys spent working on one song?
Month and a half.
I hate with it was the
Yeah.
super
That
long
was-
song.
Our one single we should be having out in May
The
at
first
some
single
point.
should be.
The first single, I Hate, is definitely the one that we spent the longest on.
That's awesome. And what was the inspiration for that song?
The funny thing is that's probably the only song where we didn't all pitch in too much. It was almost entirely me on that one.
Yeah.
I wrote most of the riffs, all the lyrics. They just sort of pitched in. And that's why it took so long. I'll admit I might have been micromanaging things a bit more than I should have been.
It's always good. And you always have that one person that likes to like take it and make it, baby it, as they like it's said. I don't know.
Dude, it like sticks out. Like I can't explain it to you. Like when you feel a beat, like you're like, oh my gosh, this is mine. Like I have to have it. I have to write something to it. Like it calls to you. Like you just know. It's like your soul knows. Like this song belongs to you. So now you have to be the one to write to it.
When's your next show?
We got one Friday at McGarvey's with Side Piece, Scrampian, and Tom Neversfield, if I'm correct.
That's awesome.
We got a couple more lined up as well. We got June 6th, June 7th with a Starlight Gray and Born for Betrayal.
Is it the 6th or the 7th?
I think it's
I
the
think that's
6th.
pretty
yeah, I
important.
think it's the 6th.
I was gonna say
We got Upstage, and then we got another show lined up for the week after for a benefit. That hasn't been announced yet, but
What kind of benefit?
it's for my cousin, her 2 high school friends that.
But that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. Thank you so much for being on our show. We definitely appreciate it. We loved having you guys with us.
Thank you for
Thank-
having
yeah,
us.
thanks.
Well, dude. Well, you guys have a good night, and
Thanks for watching Offstage. Later.